So yeah, Dom Mafia, listen, I know that all of us have been anticipating the start of the NFL season, and you know what? It's here. It is finally here, and we just so happen to have the Pittsburgh Steelers coming into Orchard Park for week 1. And yes, I do sincerely believe that the Buffalo Bills are about to easily win this game for a variety of reasons. And so real talk, a lot of people can simply just base this off of last year's matchup when it comes down to the Buffalo Bills and the Pittsburgh Steelers during week 1, but I'm not that kind of guy because I do understand that we are playing an entire different team like the Pittsburgh Steelers are playing an entire different team. But there's a variety of reasons. Number one, why I think that we are going to absolutely dominate these fools on Sunday at 1 p.m. And p.m. And number one is going to go with the Pittsburgh Steelers offensive line. Now, there's no question on the face of the planet, when it comes down to any type of weakness that the Steelers have, it is going to be their offensive line.
So now Pittsburgh is inside the Buffalo 25. On the ground, Najee Harris has some room. Harris accelerates. Bang down at the 5.
And they are very inconsistent. It's been something that Pittsburgh has been dealing with for the past couple of years. And you could almost see it generated based off of Big Ben's stats last year when he ended up playing the Buffalo Bills. So
I said, hold up, wait a minute, something ain't right.
People can simply just base this off of last year's matchup when it comes down to the Buffalo Bills and the Pittsburgh Steelers during week 1, but I'm not that kind of guy because so last year, as you can see, when the Buffalo Bills beat the Steelers 26-15, Ben Roethlisberger had a very difficult time, really only throwing 187 yards with 2 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. A lot of it had to do with the fact with the weakness of the offensive line. He really didn't have a lot of time to sit down and make solid decisions when it came to the passing game at the end of the day. And with that being said, it makes it even worse is the fact that our pass rush was probably one of the worst in the NFL on the face of the planet. Going into this year, we see the Buffalo Bills have made several investments into our defensive line, specifically within the whole rookie class, within the draft. And I'm not about to sit here and tell you that our defensive line is absolutely about to wow the entire NFL. But what I am saying is that there are clear improvements that are going to give Big Ben and the Pittsburgh Steelers offensive line that much more hard of a time.
Facing a 3rd and 7. There's the pass rush for Buffalo. That's something they wanted to increase in the offseason. 5 defensive backs for the Bills. Roethlisberger on time.
Bills Mafia, I'm not going to lie to you. Say, for example, that we absolutely dominate that offensive line. This coming week, I wouldn't get too excited about it, especially due to the fact that we are probably going up against one of the weaker units in the entire NFL. But at the end of the day, it is a nice little practice run to see whether or not that we can really start getting a pass rush on these quarterbacks. When it comes down into Big Ben, I see him struggling tremendously, especially with the wall that is in front of him that clearly has a lot of holes. And so next up is really going to be going up against the Pittsburgh Steelers defense. Now, don't get me wrong. When it comes down to the Steelers defense, they are absolutely scary. I'm not even going to lie to you. And so when you talk about Joe Hayden, you talk about Minkah Fitzpatrick, you talk about TJ Watt, who, by the way, might not even be playing this game due to a contract.
Always better than what people think. Now it's 3rd and 13. Allen steps up. Allen hit from behind. TJ Watt, the ball is free.
With Cam Hayward, I would say this front 7 is probably one of the best in the entire NFL. But there's a couple of things that I do want to point out. Last year, when we ended up playing this defense, Josh Allen ended up having a damn game. So Duman ended up going 24 for 23 for 248 yards and 2 touchdowns, going up against a secondary that is arguably one of the best that the NFL has to offer, as well as a pass rush when it ends up coming down to it. And so, but regardless, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I'm basing off my entire theory based off of last year's game. This is an entire different season, an entire different scenario. But one thing that I look at the Green Bay Packers preseason game prior to week 1. Josh Allen was not taking a wild one. He's not saying that for 3 or 4 seconds trying to find the quarterback. He was doing a lot of those deep and dump type passes. And we legitimately ended up seeing this offense line up 5 wide. Stephon Diggs, Gabe Davis, Emmanuel Sanders, Cole Beasley, Isaiah McKenzie. This is damn dangerous. It's getting to a point where there's not a secondary on the face of the planet that is going to be able to cover all of them. Between Diggs, between Beasley, and between Emmanuel Sanders, we are talking about a route running point that is going to be going down during this game. Josh Allen has clearly ended up progressing as a quarterback and figuring out how to beat teams, whether or not he was make big plays or whether or not he was going to do what he did against the Green Bay Packers during preseason during that very short time that he was out. Now, I know a lot of Steelers fans might be like, oh yeah, dude, well, we have Najee Harris, man. Like, he's about to run all over the Bills. And let me tell you what, I sincerely agree with you. The Buffalo Bills run defense, this is clear based off of the past preseason that we have not fixed our run defense whatsoever. I was very optimistic that Starr was coming back, and he was our true one-tech defensive tackle that was going to be able to take a lot of double teams and being able to go on ahead and stuff the run, but unfortunately, it doesn't seem to be fixed. The issue is that you better hope that your rookie running back, who is not taking a single NFL starting snap, and so was going to run at least 370 to 80-yard runs from the line of scrimmage. Because you can run the ball as much as you want to, but I can guarantee you that the Buffalo Bills are about to score each and every single possession that they have.
Pittsburgh defense had led the NFL in interceptions last season with 18. Nickel package, Allen. Deep shot, separation, too far for Emmanuel Sanders.
The Steelers at the end of the day are going to have to rely on Big Ben, who is clearly washed up.
Steelers looking for their first lead. Roethlisberger, end zone, corner, adjustment, Deontay Johnson, touchdown.
To win this game for you guys. I respect your run game. I think Najee Harris is about to be a boss, but at the end of the day, you're going to be asked to outscore us. And that is simply not going to happen, especially when it comes down into our improved pass rush and our secondary that ended up picking Big Ben off twice last year in that victory when it came down to it. And so Steelers fans, I know a lot of y'all are probably going to be very upset with me in the comments, but at the end of the day, there's no hate whatsoever. I'm just talking a little healthy shit. But one thing I want to let all of you know, especially you Steelers fans, don't be sad. You are simply just going to be the first victim of the Buffalo Bills Super Bowl run. In 2021. Dumb Mafia, do me a favor, leave a comment. What do you think is going to go down during this game? I really want to hear your thoughts. Steelers fans as well, feel free to subscribe to this channel so you can talk shit to me, say that I'm wrong. It's always a beautiful thing. Smash the out of that like button, and before I let you go, you better always remember, let's go Buffalo.